Hi guys, what is the most important thing we can do within the spiritual community on our spiritual journeys? What is the most important thing? What do you feel is the most important thing? Who? Me? I suppose that's whatever is right for you is the most important thing. What I feel is the most important thing. You look familiar. Is being grounded. Being grounded in your energy. It is so easy to be pulled out of your energy. It's so easy to be swept away with metaphor, analogy, opinions, the various ways people try to, I suppose, put their own messages across, which can sometimes be confusing and lead you down other pathways of having to try and find out and decipher what these things mean. Sometimes if we don't have this, if we feel that some people are more spiritual than these, a lot of people in the spiritual community tend to label themselves as being like more aware, more awake than them, and pointing a finger and saying, well, how can you not be spiritual when you don't know about this, you don't know about that? But being spiritual really is very, very basic. It's very simple. It's not complicated. Phew. Having a one-to-one connection with another person is being spiritual, because you're in the conversation, you're in the flow, you're in the moment. And that is the most important part about it, is that you're in the flow of the moment of the conversation. It's not about how many hours a day you meditate, or it's not about how many how often you work on yourself or heal yourself. That comes into it later on. But the actual bare bones of being spiritual is just being true to yourself and being loving and compassionate and caring for others that are around you, and then all that other stuff starts to come into play eventually, when it feels right for your journey. But the most important thing that I feel to do with the spiritual journey and spirituality and moving forward through this journey is being grounded, being present. Because the more grounded and the more present we are, the more aware we become. And I'm currently just uploading a video about the light. What is the light? What do we mean by the light? Again, this is something that gets kind of given all different names, all different definitions and terminologies, which again can confuse the crap out of people and make them think, well, what is it? Oh my God, I need to vibrate at this frequency, or I need to be able to do this, or I need to be able to meditate for an hour or whatever. No, that's just pressure. It's putting more pressure and putting more fear on you. Your journey is unique to you. You are unique. Although we are a collective consciousness, you are unique, and your journey is unique to you. Whether you're on a spiritual, everyone's on a spiritual path. To be fair, everybody is on a spiritual path, because everybody emits a frequency and emits a light. Everyone has a light within them, whether they are evil or nasty or dark or whatever. They all have a light. So even demons have a light. Demonic entities have a light within them. And a lot of hypnosis practitioners I speak to, a lot of them say it's about letting them see that the light that they truly are within, and it heals them. Because when we become aware of the light, or the awareness, or this consciousness that we have within, the light then shines upon various situations. It shines on you. It shines from within you, and it shines out, and it shows you aspects of yourself that you might not be happy with. You might think that you need to do more of this, or you might think, well, those people aren't serving me any justice. I need to kind of like step away from that, because I just feel that they don't really kind of sit with me anymore. But the more grounded we are, and the more present we are within that, the more awareness we can bring into that. And the more aware we are, then our intuition develops, our light shines brighter because we are more aware. And it's that awareness, and I think it gets heightened so much, and people like say so many different things about consciousness and awareness and try to make it this grand thing. And on some aspects, yes, it is, because there are a lot of people that aren't fully aware. But again, that's not about pointing a finger and saying, oh, you're not aware, you haven't seen this, you're not aware of that. That's not being spiritual. It's not being respectful. And it's certainly not being respectful to yourself, because if you start pointing the finger, then you're just as bad as everybody else. And that's not the way to be. That is not the way to be. So, and then the keeping grounded will make you aware of the things that you are doing. And if, we all react. We're all human. So, people think, oh, well, you mustn't do that because you're spiritual. You can say what you like. You can say what you want. And it's not about living in silence. It's not about living like a monk or anything like that. It's about being true to you, true to yourself, and bringing awareness to that, being more self-aware, being more present, bringing us back into the moment, back into the now, makes us more accepting of circumstances, of emotions, maybe emotions that we don't normally feel. And again, that's an element of healing, because you're bringing awareness to things that need to have awareness shone on them. So it's nothing magical. It's something, everyone's got it within them. Everybody's got this element within them. And when we do shine aspects of our awareness on things, we can change, we can alter that, we can redefine who we are. And it takes time, it takes practice, it takes awareness, it takes consciousness, and it takes work. It's not an overnight thing, it's not an overnight fix, but anything that's worth working at for the betterment of yourself and the betterment of humanity and the planet is something that needs to be worked at. It needs to be something that we can bring full, true awareness to. And being grounded is the key to that. Being grounded is the key, the very, very fundamental key to that. So when you start stepping into meditation, working with your breath, maybe using visualization, maybe just feeling the sensation of your feet on the floor, that brings you into that grounding energy. There's loads and loads of different ways of grounding, going into nature, walking on the beach, and you working with various crystals, and just working with your breath, working with you, working with yourself, because you have everything within you that you need. We can bring external things in for sure to help us, to heal us, to bring some level of balance that we might need. We maybe are very ungrounded because of various situations, so we need to work on ourselves and start doing some healing, or working with crystals, or working with other various practices. But when you become more self-aware, you actually become aware that you are the powerhouse. You are the beacon. You are the creator of your own reality. You can set the intention. You can create and manifest and bring alchemy to whatever you want to create. And being grounded and present and aware of that gives you true power, true meaning to being spiritual, to being who you are, to being the very, very infinite, divine, amazing, powerful lighthouse that you are. So stay grounded. That is for me personally, that is the most important thing to do on your spiritual journey. Forget about all these upper chakras. That comes after. Working down there, working on your roots, building the energy up so you can become confident, you can become strong, you can become grounded, you can become present in your own action. that then builds the energy to create the love in your heart, to be able to speak your truth, to open to the all, to source, to consciousness, to the outer consciousness, as well as your inner consciousness. So grounding equals awareness. Give me a bing if you enjoyed this video, and give me a subscribe if you also enjoyed this video. I love to connect with you all, speak to you all, and comment below. Let me know what you think, let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video. Much love to you all. Take care of yourselves. Namaste.